Hi, everyone. My name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator, and I am here with,
Trenton Bennett, also an audiobook narrator.
and we narrate and we teach, and we thought this would be a great offering, especially for those who are audiobook narration curious, but even for those who are seasoned professionals, just to be a reminder of what we're up to and what we recommend. Because I had a mentor who said, "You are what you steal in this industry." So, hey, I don't know if you can steal what's being given away, but let's pretend that this is really precious information that we are charging for, and you happened to hack your way into it.
Top secret.
Now, speaking of information, top secret, businessy sorts of things, that brings us to today. As the YouTube song goes, New Year's Day.
Yes.
What are you thinking, Trenton, for our topic?
Well, first off, Happy New Year, Matt, and Happy
Thank
New
you. Happy
Year,
New Year.
Internet.
Happy New Year to you. Yes.
So that's part of why the topic today should be pretty important, which is how to plan out your year. Because when you do voiceover, as you start getting into the mechanics of looking for work, landing work, and doing the thing, you start to realize that there's a lot of business management behind it. You have to manage this like a business. And in order to make a business grow, you have to have a business plan.
So what are you thinking for yourself, Trenton?
Well, I do this every year. I look back in December and say, okay, what went well? What could I probably do more of? What could I change? And then I look forward. And what I'm going to do is for this coming year, I've decided to go more places and interact with folks more in order to make more connections because I have a great deal of talent. I have projects, but I could always stand to do more work. And so this coming week, I'm going to spend planning out all of the mechanics I can for all of my trips for the entire year. But all of those are towards another goal. And that goal to me is as I look ahead to the end of the year, I say, okay, I need to have more publishers and authors on my roster. I
Hmm.
don't have a specific number yet, but I feel like in the next 3 months, as I start working towards this, I'll have a better feel for it. And then by maybe the middle of the year, I'll look back and say, how am I doing on track? Do I need to do a little bit more? Can I slow it down a little bit? How should I pace this with the work that's coming in? And I'm hoping that will also be another lesson to manage of when you have that delightful champagne problem of too much work.
Right. Um, So I gotta say that I get intimidated when it comes to the whole like make your goals for the year, then make your goals for the month, then make your goals for the week, make your goals for today. It's like um now I tend to imagine my year in broad sort of romantic broad strokes. I think that's sort of like the storyteller in me. For example, this year, one of the big ones is personal health. That's actually a big part of my voiceover career. A lot of people have been commenting on my videos saying, "Ah, you're getting so thin. I'm worried about you." Previously, I've been like, "Ah, yeah, whatever, it's okay." But then, nowadays it's sort of like, no, this really does need to take priority. Figuring out, what's slimming me down. So that's a part of it. And then also just a general attitude and approach, which is that I find when I am constantly gearing my mindset towards service, that opens up to all kinds of abundance. So what I'm thinking about generally for myself this year is I would like to weigh success based on, am I truly prioritizing service to others, sustainable service to others, not martyrdom or anything like that, but service to others. Am I prioritizing that? And while I'm performing service to others, rather than keep myself isolated and the only person who can perform the service, am I engaging in collaboration and doing so playfully? That opens up such abundance and I think increases the general economy. Now, that said, Trenton, one of the things that I really admire about you is your conscientiousness around these sorts of things and accountability. So I don't know if you all out there know this, but Trenton and I are accountability partners. And
Yes.
Trenton is one of the most generous people I've ever met. And he has helped me every single time I've run to him, just be like, I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. What ideas do you have? And he's just like, well, and then comes up with like 5 ideas. Then I'm like, okay, I can use this. So Trenton, if you would allow me to continue to check in, and this I'll add to my accountability list.
Okay.
Sorry, my face was disappearing a little bit. We don't need any more of that this year. So I'll add to my accountability list, check in with Trenton if out of check in with Trenton about the progress for my goals for the year. Specific progress, specific actions. That's what I got.
I like that. I'm happy to be part of that. And I'm also glad you mentioned self care. Can I take a moment and add to that just a little bit?
Do it.
When I'm talking about my business's goals and my business plan, I'm thinking of the business of Trenton Bennett LLC, that company that I work for and I own.
Right.
But that's all within the scope of knowing that I'm going to try and take care of myself. And I tell you this because I just mentioned earlier, we both have that. We all professionals get to the point where we're like, wow, I spend less time in front of the mic than I do getting things that get me in front of the mic, and that's
Mm,
okay.
mhm,
Self-care is important here because if you feel like you're not doing enough because you're spending more time away from the mic, you don't want to let that get to your head and get you burned out. You need to give yourself time to decompress, downtime. You're going to goof off from time to time. You're going to enjoy yourself. And this is going to be a journey. It's a marathon and not a sprint. So if you try to cram it all in all at once and you say, I'm not doing enough, and my business plan is I should be super successful by the end of this year and insanely overbooked, then what's going to happen is you're going to get burned out. And that's why self care is also important. Beyond your
yes.
physical health, it's your mental well being and your love of getting in front of the mic.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. This is what I do. This is where I belong. That never should change, no matter what the external affirmations seem to be on a given day.
Exactly.
Okay, well, this is lovely. What a great way to start the year. My name is Matt Haynes,
And I'm Trenton Bennett.
and as your narrators and teachers, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, folks. Thank you.
And we're going to end the recording, not the meeting, and the recording, not the meeting, and the recording,
You
not the
can do it.
meeting, and the recording,
I
not the
believe in you.
meeting.
Yes.
More stuff.